I was right, and I said that the Halloween wand emote was too smooth and the animation in that Scholar book was too unique to the game, and Pictomancer is in fact the brand new job added to Final Fantasy XIV, just announced at the FanFest. And to say that I am super excited would be an understatement coming from Old Summoner, where it had a lot more technical aspects on it. You know, I'll leave my hype and excitement for the job for the next dozen or so videos I do about it, but let's get into the details. Their description of the Pictomancer during the keynote was they stated that Pictomancers can paint landscapes and monsters, not just the enemies that they're currently facing, citing that in Final Fantasy VI that the Pictomancer could paint enemies. So Final Fantasy XIV's Pictomancer will have a much larger array of techniques. They're going to operate in the realm of mixed aether, using their brush to render their imaginings reality. And from like the CGI trailer, that was quite spectacular. So the Pictomancer will be a magical range DPS with their weapon type being a brush and the art palette. The Pictomancer will be starting at level 80 with the job quest located in Gridania, and so you can pick this job up as soon as you unlock Dawntrail or get Dawntrail. Now let's talk about the basic mechanics of the Pictomancer that the developers talked about. So the developers during the keynote stated that the Pictomancer has magic that can buff their party, not that they are a full support job like they're giving away all their stuff to others, because support job in previous Final Fantasy series, like in 11, would like give away like all their damage, and that's just not something that in the larger tapestry of Final Fantasy XIV makes sense. Where a support job in Final Fantasy XIV is something like Dancer, where Dancer still does a ton of its own damage through things like technical step, standard step, extremely powerful burst abilities. So it's going to be more like Dancer from what they were describing. They then stated explicitly that the Pictomancer would be evoking such wonders, and that it would like take time to evoke those, like those landscapes and monsters, and that the gaps in between those massive works of art, that the Pictomancer is going to have instant cast abilities, and which would mean off the global cooldown, and then spells which would be on the global cooldown, ready to kind of fill in between those massive casts. So given that detail specifically on like juggling the different cast times and then having like a massive work of art that they're doing on a longer term, like it's going to be very likely incredibly extremely important to know what you're doing at any given time and really look for some massive payoff and like juggle your off GCD and instant spells for mobility, and then your significantly longer cast time spells, which sounds freaking awesome. Like coming from Old Summoner, this sounds pretty technical. I am actually very excited. It kind of like, even just seeing some of the animations, I'm like, you're kind of just summoning things, and plus you're giving Pictomancer HYPERBEAM, like, hello. I'm gonna have so much more to talk about Pictomancer. I'm trying to keep this video pretty lean because I know people are like, just give me the information now. Okay, here's the condensed information. I am actually so hyped. Guys, they changed my summoner. And so I see like a super technical caster, and I'm like, I wanted this for so long because, you know what, I vibe with the healers. I have done ultimates on tank now, as everyone has probably seen too many times in the footage. I'm sorry, I should definitely change it up, but I'm really happy with my T-clear. Well, T-collection, I got every weapon. And so, looking at Pictomancer, I'm just like, oh my god! I'm just really excited. And it has butterflies, and anyone who's been watching me for a long time who knows about my Nana knows that butterflies mean a lot to me, so oh my god, I'm just happy. Anyhow, take care everyone, and I'm going to be covering the rest of FanFest, so I'm going to go get this video and do that. Take care.